Welcome, this is Ballerscoopa with Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 3, Iso Sprach Zarathustra. Let's go ahead and get the game started. We're going to start a new game, and I do have clear data for Xenosaga Episode 2. I am going to use that. It's not going to get me all that much, though. Remember, it doesn't matter if you just beat the game with the minimal amount of effort, or if you go above and beyond and do everything in the game, you get the same thing. It's the clear data. That's all you need. So, we're going to check for clear data in my one memory slot, and as a result, I have earned Shion's Vector uniform. We will see how good that is once we get into the game. But that is all that we are going to get. That is all fine. Let's go ahead and get the game underway. And the game kicks off kind of depressingly. Hopefully it gets a little bit cheerier than that. We witness Mictum being taken over by Gnosis. But now we are back with the Testaments. And we are introduced to a new kind of cutscene that will be present.
Looks like things are going smoothly.
Throughout Xenosaga Episode 3, which is this. It is a voiced dialogue type of cutscene. There's going to be a lot of this in this game.
You're as friendly as ever.
All four of the Testaments seem to be here. I believe there were just four. A lot of imagery going on around here.
Well, you sure are pulling out the big guns. Do we really need this thing?
Could you tell me what this thing is?
The space-time anomaly 15 years ago took place in an incomplete fashion.
What would the complete fashion have been?
We must correct the errors.
I guess we might find out.
So, you knew all along, huh? You're one scary guy. I bet you can't wait to see the look on her face when she finally knows everything.
There are lots of she's in this game. Any clues? No.
So, this is our princess? She smells good.
Okay, that's creepy.
I've fallen in love already.
And that's extremely creepy, so nicely done, Blue Testament. You've already creeped me out, and we just started the game. But those are the testaments. They are going to remain very vague for a good portion of this game. But what they do is always important.
Miyuki, you didn't tell me that they had macrophages deployed. What the hell have you been doing?
Take it easy. I checked it out the best I could. It's not my fault. Look, Shion. 3 more interceptors just appeared out of nowhere.
Then concentrate on supporting me instead of making excuses.
You two make a fine pair.
Doctus.
3 at 7 o'clock. You got it?
Yeah, I'm on it.
That was incredible, Kanan. The way you maneuvered that Ames was unbelievable.
We don't have time for that kind of thing, Miyuki. Has anything come up on the scanner yet?
I hope you understand that what we're after poses a considerable threat to Vector. I'd appreciate you taking the situation more seriously.
Exactly. I don't care if you get yourself killed. Just don't take us down with you.
All right, fine.
Ouch.
Why is everyone picking on me?
It's a good question, Miyuki. Why is everybody picking on you? So, we are back in control of, well, at least Shion.
Well, is this it, Miyuki?
Confirming coordinates. Yep, perfect.
And Miyuki is with us. First time that we get to kind of hang out with Miyuki in the entire series. Been a long time coming. She's always kind of been in the background this entire series.
No doubt about it. This is Vector's S-Line division.
Then the top secret data we want is just ahead.
We're infiltrating Vector here?
I'll handle backup. You 3 take care of the rest.
And who is this Doctus?
You're not gonna help, Doctus?
She's probably too powerful to help us right now.
Don't depend on others to do everything for you.
Yeah, Miyuki, this is all your fault.
Usus magister est optimus.
Now, because I have played this game before, I do know that that means practice makes perfect. In Latin, they tell you later on. Otherwise, I would not have come up with that. And away goes Doctus.
Hurry.
Kanan, you are so much better of a pilot than Miyuki. Or Shion. I'm unclear who was piloting.
I want to be as far from here as possible when our pursuit arrives.
Down to business as always, aren't you, Kanan?
I know.
Like, why is everything always Miyuki's fault here? But we are finally in control, kind of. Well, they stopped voicing things. Oh, just a sec, you two. I forgot to tell you, but in order to successfully carry out this mission, I made a note of the information you should know ahead of time. Please access the database. The database is back in this game. The database is located here, and by hitting the button, it automatically opens up my menu. There we go. And there is the database, and you can see who we have in our party. We have a 3-person party of Shion, Miyuki, and Kanan. We will go over that in just a sec, but we will just do one quick thing first. New information is automatically added to the database. You should check it out frequently. We will be doing that. As opposed to what I was doing in Xenosaga Episode 1, I'll pretty much be reading the database as soon as they give me the new information, because they're actually going to tell me when I get new information in this game for the database. So as soon as I get it, I will read it. That does mean we're going to get a lot of database entries in the front end of the game. It's going to be front loaded, but as we continue on, you know, the database entries will be less and less. Not bad. You actually came prepared. Damn it, Miyuki. I know. It's such a surprise to me too. Actually, I wanted to add a lot more data files to it, but I didn't think even you could process all of them, so I stopped. Are you insulting me here? I'll send the rest to you after this mission is over. There are quite a few, so I'll send them in chunks. Even Miyuki realizes that this is already pretty front-loaded and doesn't want to give us all the information up front. Let's go. And, ooh, what is with that font? We can take a few steps over here. Oh, this plate is a save point. Coming into contact will recover my HP and EP. They brought that back from Xenosaga Episode 2. You'll be noticing that a lot. A lot of things in this game are either from Xenosaga Episode 2 or from Xenosaga Episode 1. And sometimes they put their own spin on it, but usually it's kind of a callback to one of the previous games. This was prevalent in Xenosaga Episode 2, that you could just walk into it and recover. It's awesome. I love it. But they do use that to their advantage. They don't give you very many items in this game. I can save my current progress by pressing the circle key. And as a result of that, we did get another database update. So before we actually move on, let's go into the database. This one is going to take a while. It might not be a full episode, but it might be close here. There's a lot of stuff that we can go over in the database. But before we do that, let's take a look at our characters. We do have Shion, as you might expect, just like what happened in between Xenosaga Episodes 1 and 2. Between Xenosagas 2 and 3, Shion has forgotten everything that I have taught her over the course of the previous games. So she's back down to level 4. She doesn't have the best stats, but she's got pretty good stats. Also notice that there are weapons and armor and accessories in this game. It's like it's a fully fledged RPG. They brought that back, of course, from Xenosaga Episode 1. Xenosaga 2 did not have any equipment whatsoever. But this time they brought it back, and it's better, in my opinion. We do have a replacement already for her armor. I can't actually equip it from here, but we will take a look at it. Just know that the vitality and ether defense are kind of based on your armor, and the weapon as well, 9 and 8, the strength and ether attack are based on the weapon. So let's take a look at the stats. It's kind of hard to compare between stats because each stat kind of has a different maximum. The strength and ether attack, I remember in particular, going up to 999 max, whereas things like dexterity and evasion and agility, they only go up to 99. So it's kind of hard to compare the two. It looks like she's got a ton of strength and ether attack compared to everything else, but they're actually kind of low. Her vitality and ether defense, as you might expect, are on the lower side. Her dexterity is pretty good. Her agility, of course, is good. She's got the white silver weapon, pearl wear. She's kind of your basic character to start, but we'll see what some of this other stuff that is new, like break limit and resist G, mean later on. Luck is also new, if memory serves me correctly. Next up, we do have Miyuki. Miyuki is like Shion, but worse. I believe in almost every stat she's like 1 or 2 worse, except for vitality and ether attack and ether defense. I think outside of that, she is worse in every aspect. She also uses an MWS. Remember, that is of her own design. For some reason, she has the worst of the two that we have, because Shion's still using an MWS. It's called white silver, and it's better than Miyuki's. I'm not entirely sure. Well, no, Miyuki's is a little bit better, actually, but her stats aren't as good. So that's Miyuki, she's Shion, but not as good. Then finally, of course, we have Kanan. Kanan comes a little bit higher level than us. He has a Night Walker, which is actually a little knife. He doesn't actually use his fists, even though it looks like it in this game. He is kind of our tank character to start. He comes with a combat suit as well, better than what the women in our party have. He is high in strength, high in vitality, I believe high in ether defense. Yeah, high in ether defense as well. He's just built to be a tank. He is also has a higher break limit. And he's very accurate because he doesn't have to do it long range. His agility is surprisingly high. He's just as fast as Shion, who's the fastest party member that we have at this point. They're tied for first. So that is Kanan. Pretty much what you would expect, except for Miyuki, who is new. All right, so those are the characters that we do have. Shion does have new equipment. We'll change that probably after the first couple battles or so. But first, formation. They kind of give away something here, but I think you guys already know if you have been following the series to this point. You might expect that I cannot change the party leader to Miyuki or Kanan because they are considered extra characters, which means kind of like non-permanent. They're guest characters, so to speak. Both of them. So they do give it away, but it's pretty obvious as well. All right, let's check out the database. The database is where we're going to be spending quite a bit of time here. We'll sort it by category. As you can see, already 41% of the story has been filled in. That'll be it for a little bit, but the story is mostly filled in with the summaries that I went over in previous videos. It's the exact same wording here. So let me just go ahead and quickly go through these. If you are interested in the summaries of the previous episodes, they are listed in the playlist as Let's Recap Xenosaga Episode 1 and Let's Recap Xenosaga Episode 2. Those versions are better because they come with pictures. So it's better than me just reading it straight out of this with no pictures. So like I said, it's the exact same wording.